What up, folks? Welcome back to ULTRAZILLA Toys, and today I have a review of the Lanard Toys King Kong, or Kong, of Kong of Skull Island. So this is the big guy that just recently came out. He's a Walmart exclusive, and I want to thank Steve and Jessica Craig of Super Unimportant Reviews and the Geek Chest for finding this guy for me and sending it over. Thank you so much. That really helps since I don't have a Walmart really close to me. So yeah, I'm really happy to get this guy. I think he looks really good. It's not the most articulated figure, but where it does have articulation, it's pretty surprising, I have to say. It's rather slick, the way they made it. So he's a big guy. He stands at a good 18 inches tall. Let's see if that's correct. Yep. Good 18 inches tall there. So it's a big guy. They're calling this a mega figure. So this is the box it came in. I did a box art nerd on my Facebook page on it, but I just want to, I'm bringing this up, and I never do in reviews because of the way it's put into this box. It's actually screwed in. Here's a little piece that was screwed into the back. So, and that's this little hole right here. It's not a big deal because you got the other screw holes here that hold the figure together. So it is what it is. A couple on his feet there. But here, it was held into the box. Now, if you're a person that likes to keep your boxes, and this is why I'm bringing it up, I was able to actually get in the box, and nothing is actually broken on the box. There's some tape all on the sides and stuff. So you're able to, if you're able to like easily slit out the tape, you could open, I was able to open it up and unscrew it. So if you want to keep the box, and I'm not sure if I am going to keep the box, I'm probably going to toss it, but it's an option for you. I wanted to keep it as neat as possible just in case, and I was able to do so. But yeah, this guy is rather cool. I think the sculpt is pretty nice. You know, it looks good. It's got like the sculpted like fur all throughout. That looks pretty good. His head sculpt is really nice, I think. Looking straight ahead and everything, and his teeth are nice. Nose, like, there's a lot of detail. It's rather cool. Really well done. His fists are sculpted really nicely, and his feet. Now the color is interesting because this is, if this is, like, I've seen clips of the movie, but for some reason, I'm thinking it's a little darker than this, but I could be wrong. He's really light. He gives off like a Son of Kong type of feel to me. So really light in color, probably the lightest Kong we've seen on screen, which is interesting. So, but it's painted really well. There's a lot of brushwork, you know, over that fur, over that sculpted fur, which is really great. And his face has more gray, and his teeth and mouth are actually really painted nicely. So, pretty good. Again, his eyes look good, and they're painted well. The scratches look good on him. Across his chest there. And, you know, that same work is done on the back. So, I gotta give it up for Lanard Toys. They did a good job in those terms. I think it looks really good. Before we move on, though, I just want to mention, this also came with a little action figure here, as all these sets from this Kong line are doing. They're coming with like vehicles and whatnot. That's Lanard's like bread and butter. That's, you know, they make these little G.I. Joe-esque type toys, a little cheaper versions. But I am not taking this out of the package. It's kind of like a generic figure. There you go. That's about as best as I'll do as a review on this. I might actually just toss that on eBay. I haven't decided, or I might give it to ULTRAZILLA Jr. So, if you are interested in that, you know, send me a message. But getting back to this, like the sculpt and the paint to me look really good. I dig the light colors. Again, you know, it's different for a Kong. It's not bad at all. So, the articulation on this guy. There's nothing in the mouth, unfortunately. I would love to have seen like a little bit of a jaw hinge, but his head is... There's a slight movement in his head. You're not getting that much, honestly. A little bit, but it kind of just... I'm going to say there's like none. Like, even though his head does feel like there... I could turn it just a bit like that. You know? A little bit that way. That's about as far as it's going to go. I'm a little scared. I don't know what the joint is in there, and I'm a little afraid of it. I'm going to go down to his feet first, because his arms is where the real articulation is. His feet just have swivels there. So, oh, actually, they do have some ankle tilt. I'm sorry. That's pretty good. So, there's nothing in his legs, which is like a bummer. But you do get that foot articulation. I'm not exactly sure why. Like, without like moving his legs a little bit, they could have put a little bit of something in his legs. But it is what it is, you know. Like, it's not the worst thing ever. I don't need my figures to be always like super articulated, but his arms are really well done. So you get a lot of range of motion in his shoulders, and they're on these really craftily done joints that I really dig. If you could see, like, there's a little slit in there. There are these little slits, and it's almost almost like a ratchet joint, but it's not. There's no ratchets in there, and I don't know how it moves on the inside, but there's definitely a swivel in there. But these like hinges are like they sculpted right into that hinge, so it's really almost invisible. You know, it's not, but like kudos to them for even doing something like that. You know, like and then the elbow joints are even better. They're double hinged. So check that out. So you get the slits again like you do in the shoulders, on the back and the front here, and on the bicep. And it's just really done well, and I'm impressed at of the range of motion you get in that elbow. So, and it looks really clean, you know, as you can see, and just done rather well. Not bad at all. So you get it on both sides, so you get a really good range of motion in there. Again, pretty cool. Very, very well done. Very surprising for a figure like this to have this system, and I can't say enough about Lanard Toys for doing it the way they did. It's sculpted, you know, like the slits, the joints in there are sculpted, so they like just slide back and forth, and it looks good. It's really impressive. At the end here, his wrists just have a swivel in there. There's a little back and forth, but it's mostly just a swivel. And it's really tight on mine, at least. Not anymore. I guess I freed it a bit, but you don't get that much of a range of motion in there, so a little bit side to side, but that's about it. But those elbows, it's where it's at. So yeah, pretty awesome, you know, like, I think, you know, for what they're trying to do, this is great. You know, like, the arm articulation is really cool. You know, on the cover it says chest thumping action, so I guess that's what the the double jointed elbows are for. And I guess that kind of works, right? So that's cool. I think, I mean, honestly, this was like a slit away from you know, really being great, but it is a great figure, especially for the price. You know, it's $25. It's huge. It's massive. Let's do some size comparisons now. Let's take some of these guys behind here. Here's the Big Figs K2SO. So this is 20 inches tall. How about this Diamond Select Jet Jaguar Bank? I don't know how well you guys can see that, but he's pretty small there. So there's that. 16-inch tall Playmates Voltron Legendary Defender Combiner. Back over here. Let's see. How about the NECA Godzilla? The 12-inch tall Godzilla. Man, I wish I had the Jack. Preview of things to come. I wish I had the Jakks Pacific Godzilla 2014. I did see that they put him back on the shelf, so that's pretty cool. Kind of tempted to get one of those. So just have a giant Godzilla. Here's, you know, how the recent Godzilla Kyoko you know, how he fits here. There you go. He's like a baby to him. Here's the McFarlane Toys King Kong. Much smaller, as you can see. Stay, camera, stay. I gotta take pics of this guy too. Still haven't done it. Backlog. A backlog of pics. But another thing I want to say is you could, and this goes back to, you know, why the figure is here, and that he's got one open hand that's like gripped, so you can put a figure in there. Here's a Ultra Act Ultraman. Let's see if he fits. He's kind of got a skinny waist. Yep. So screaming in terror there. Oh. You know, yeah, so that's, you know, that's a thing that you could do. Put figures in his hand. And you could pop him into a million pieces when you take him out. Good times. But anywho, this guy is pretty awesome. I really, really like him. I definitely recommend this. $25, you get a giant figure with really great arm articulation, a really nice sculpt. Pretty decent paint apps, you know, very clean, very well done. I'm really impressed with this. From a toy line known for, like, you know, cheaper toys, and, you know, that's a cheaper toy. This is not. This doesn't feel it. You know, they could have easily charged, like, I don't know, 40, dare I say $50 for this, and probably gotten it. It's huge, it's sturdy, you know, like, it feels good, and it looks good, so I'm really happy with it. So I got nothing bad to say. I definitely think if you're a Kong fan like I am, you know, this is definitely something to have, for sure. Alright guys, that's all I got. If you could like, comment, subscribe here, that would be really awesome. If you want to share this video, that would be great. Please check out my Facebook page, ULTRAZILLA Toys. I will have pics of this guy very soon. Sooner than you've waited for this one. Although I probably will take him now together, since I have him and I remember that I didn't take pictures of him. Alright guys, and until next time, from myself, from Kong, from all these millions of toys here, peace out, peeps.